Hey everyone, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I am renovating 1310 21 Chic Street in the fashion district of San Myshuno. The Chic Street apartments are some of my favorites, so it's no surprise I am back here renovating again. But today I am trying to do something that's a little bit on the trendy side, and what I mean by that is I wanted to take some of the things that I feel like I've been seeing more recently in the last year or so in like apartment interior design and like DIY spaces and like that kind of fun video that I like to watch on YouTube and add those to this apartment. So I thought this would be kind of trendy for the year, and I talked about in a recent build that I wanted to do something with this particular green counter, and so that's what we're doing here today. I ended up using these counters from Dream Home Decorator. There are a couple of different green swatches in the game that are that really popular green right now, and this is one of them. And so I decided to use this one, and there's a couple of other fun things in here that I'm excited to show you. But before we get to the rest of the build, if you do want to download this and put it in your own game, it will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag #MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. Anyway, right now I'm trying to figure out the living room space because basically this wall is dividing the kitchen and the living room, and I have the counter wrapping around. So the counter on the living room side is like the media console area where the television and stuff is going to go. I think it's kind of a fun layout. I like to experiment with different layouts in this apartment because it's a little bit of a funky one with where the windows are. So there's a few layouts that I feel like I always fall into. So it's always nice to mess around with that a little bit. Now, this was something that I've seen a lot of recently as well, which I love, which is taking like old filing cabinets or prescription cabinets and things like that and having a little bit of a DIY moment and like repainting them or adding different like pulls and stuff and using them as a furniture piece in your house. So I used this filing cabinet from from Get to Work and put that in the living room space with a couple of decorations on top of it. And I just think it looks so pretty. I never would have thought I would like a filing cabinet as a furniture piece in a living room, but something about it just like makes me super happy. I also love like thrift flips and stuff like that, watching people take things that they find at thrift stores and like repurposing them. It's just so nice, and it's something I've always enjoyed my whole life. I've always really enjoyed like getting a lot of the things that I own from thrift stores. A lot of the furniture we have is actually from thrift stores. We've got some really cool finds over time, and so I like to do that kind of thing in my Sims builds as well, which is why I often have like a mix of styles. But this one just has like a couple of things here and there that I thought were a little bit more trendy at the moment. It was just something that I was in the mood to do, so I hope you do enjoy it. Just adding a lamp up here and then getting some more kitchen clutter up on this shelf that I put on top of the refrigerator. It's a little bit of a weird layout, but I really like having these big windows in the kitchen. I just think it would be so nice. So I also can't imagine having like giant windows like that. I've always had kind of small windows with like bars across them. Not like bars, but I guess it's like paneling across them. They're like really generic white windows. I don't know. We have them in the game. They're like base game windows. So having like big ones like this I think would be really nice. But anyway, over here I decided to put a nice desk space. I feel like this style, which is from Dream Home Decorator again, is a really popular one. And then of course a giant floor length mirror near the entryway to like take outfit selfies I thought would be very important. Not something I do because I'm wearing a t-shirt. Like I'm wearing an Unis Honest shirt today and sweatpants. So super stylish. I'm not taking any kind of outfit selfies. But I thought that would be nice in this apartment. Plus I love the Jungle Adventure mirror. It's like the best one in the game and we need more. I feel like every time I use that, I'm just like, I want more leaning mirrors. I don't know what kind of pack they would even give us that in. I don't know. I want to know when we're going to get more information on this new game pack that's coming out. I was kind of hoping for like an announcement today, but I'm kind of thinking maybe next Tuesday we might get a trailer. If so, maybe next Monday we'll get a teaser that there'll be a trailer on Tuesday. I just want to know more about it. It seems like it's a wedding pack and I'm really excited to learn more. I'm just like itching for new Sims content because it's been a while since we got anything substantial. It's just been kits for a while, so I'm ready. I am so ready. So anyway, this space is coming together. We got a computer over there, some decorations over on the desk, and then I'm getting a bookcase here next to the television. And I actually end up putting some dishwashers over here, which I know sounds weird, but if you put dishwashers in that space, you can scale them down, and then it looks like there is just like a countertop without anything under it. And so I put some ottomans under there. I just thought that would look nice and a little bit different for the space. And then I'm just cluttering up that countertop to add a little bit of decoration to the space, make it look a little bit more lived in. I think it came out all right in the end. To getting some boxes. I think I ended up putting that one, up on this bookshelf. And this red block I'm using, because I haven't mentioned it in a while, it's a piece of custom content that I use. It helps place items more precisely. You can put like a bunch of different things on it and like move it to an exact like height and move things off of it. You have way more versatility with it than you would with just raising things up with the 9 and 0 key, and more things slot to it than a regular shelf. So it's super useful, and it is always linked in the description down below if you would like to download it. I also have a tutorial on how to use it, which should also be linked down there as well. So that is what that is. Anyway, we are in the entryway now. I just have a table and a mirror so you can check yourself before you head out, and a couple of decorations on here. I really like the succulents that came with not Dream Home Decorator, with Discover University. I always mess up that name because I think it sounds so strange. I've always been like, no, that can't be the name of the pack. Why would it be called Discover University? University or University Life make more sense. You know, Sims 2 and Sims 3 names for them. Discover University? That sounds like you found the university, like you were digging through the woods and you discovered that a university was there. I don't know. It's always bothered me as a name, so I mess it up a lot. Anyway, this is the bedroom. I'm bringing in more of that green color, and then I switched the color of this bed a few different times. I don't remember which one I ended up with in the end. But for a side table, I used one of these tables from Get to Work, which I think are so fun. There's some like really low tables that I sometimes use as bedside tables or coffee tables that are from Get to Work that I think are like display tables for shops. I think they're kind of cool, so occasionally they are nice to switch out and use in homes and apartments. And then I got a couple of pieces of artwork above the bed. I just wanted this room to be really cozy. It ends up being more neutral in the end, although looking at this now, I really like the deep blue. I kind of wish I kept it, but I didn't. But if you download this and you prefer the deep blue, it's an easy color swatch change. Yeah, I ended up going with a really neutral color, which is something I do all the time. And then here I am switching the color of these frames by putting a similar frame on top of them in a white swatch, because I thought the black was a little bit too harsh for the color scheme I had in this room. And then, oh yeah, I got some incense on the table. I always forget those items exist from Spa Day, and I just thought it would be a nice touch for the bedside table. I also got a television, another poof in here, just a couple of things in here to make it more cozy. I didn't want it to be too cluttered, so I kept it pretty simple. I also wasn't sure what kind of closet. I ended up going with the base game one in the end that I think was made by Peacemaker in this green swatch to kind of tie into that wallpaper that I have, or that paint color, and then a little chair in the corner. And then we're moving on into the bathroom, which is the last room of this apartment. It's a pretty simple bathroom. It's a little bit more on the modern side though. I did like a custom shower, which I think looks nice, and because of that, I have like the tile only in the shower, and I believe I bring the wood in from the rest of the apartment in like the area where the sink and the toilet are, and just get a couple of decorations in here. It's pretty simple, but I do like how it came out because I guess it's slightly different than some of the bathrooms I typically do, and that's sometimes hard to do when you're working with this size of a bathroom, like a 3x2. You end up having like a thing you go for. So it was nice to get out of that for once. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this build. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Enjoy the screenshots. Bye, everyone.